Greetings and welcome once again to this surreal tale we call national politics, because as you know, reality in this country is stranger than fiction. And as always here on your favorite show, we're going to break down the hallucinations of our distinguished leaders. Today, we're going to talk about a piece worthy of being in the Museum of Denial. We're talking about Claudia Sheinbaum, who, with a straight face that many soap opera actors would envy, has given us a dose of alternative reality worthy of a low budget science fiction movie. Without further ado, let's get to it. It turns out, dear cultured and knowledgeable audience, that according to the current administration, and specifically according to our so called caretaker of well being, there is no social discontent in Mexico. No, not at all. Forget about the marches, forget the protests, forget the cries of enough is enough and the exhaustion you can feel on every corner. The fact that tomorrow during the World Cup inauguration there will be 8 simultaneous marches turning all of Mexico City upside down. For Sheinbaum, that's just a break. Discontent is a myth, a fairy tale someone made up just to bother others. But here comes the best part, the thing that makes you laugh so you don't cry. It turns out that the lady not only denies the existence of discontent, but she also sees, drumroll, please, a conspiracy. Yes, just as you heard, a conspiracy. You'd think that. After years of transformation, the strategy of blaming ghosts, conservatives, the media, aliens, or the alignment of the planets would be out of fashion by now. But no, the narrative is still the same. It's not that we're doing things wrong. It's that there's a dark, malevolent, and, of course, invisible force conspiring against us. It's fascinating to observe denial as a psychological phenomenon. When a politician gets to the point of categorically stating that there is no discontent while the social thermometer is about to explode, we have two options. Either they're living in a parallel reality thanks to some magical substance that only they know about, or they are plain and simple, deliberately ignoring the real problems that all of us citizens in this country are facing. The accusation that there is a conspiracy is not just a political defense, it's a symptom. It's the silent admission that they have no idea how to solve the real problems. So, what's the easiest thing to do? Invent enemies. It's much easier to blame an imaginary conspiracy than to accept that public policies have the impact of a helium balloon in a hurricane. Paints a neon pink picture of Mexico for us, while out in the real world, things are a bit grayer and more complicated. But of course, if you admit there's discontent, you admit there are mistakes. And in this government, the word mistake doesn't exist in the dictionary. There are only achievements that the opposition misunderstands. What I find truly hilarious is how they expect us to swallow this pill. Seriously, Claudia? No one is discontent? Could it be that we're all seeing a hologram? Could it be that the problems are a collective Mandela effect? This conspiracy tactic is, at this point, so old that it's already gathering dust. It's like the student who didn't do his homework and tells the teacher that the dog ate his notebook, but then the dog was kidnapped by a secret criminal organization. It's denial elevated to an art form. It's textbook political gaslighting. You're not seeing what you're seeing. You're seeing what I tell you. I'm seeing. The depth of this abyss is what should really worry us. A ruler who can't recognize social discontent is a ruler who has lost his compass, the teacher, the map, and probably the GPS signal too. If you ignore the fire, don't expect the building not to burn. But of course, when the roof comes crashing down, they'll probably say it was a conspiracy by the architects, the cement or neoliberal gravity. It turns out that our brand new protagonist of continuity with change, whatever that means, inside the chamber pot she has for a head, the one who says she has everything under control, suddenly feels that the Zócalo is the place it should be, her playground, her comfort zone, her sacred altar of transformation. Is she scared? Yes, that's right. Stage fright has reached the highest levels. What happened? Where did the courage of the people's leader go? It seems that the Zócalo no longer feels like the warm embrace of the crowd, but rather like hostile territory. It's ironic, isn't it? So much bragging about a peaceful and happy country, but when the time comes, the lady's knees shake just thinking about walking among her own followers. Could it be that reality is winning over the TikTok narrative? Or rather, it seems that the social temperature is boiling over and she has already noticed. Tomorrow, Thursday, June 11, the southern part of Mexico City is going to be a real mess because unbelievably, there are still people in this country who dare to demand justice. We have the mothers searching for their disappeared children, those whom the government would prefer to be invisible, but who have decided that the eyes of the world are the best stage to shout the names of their missing children. While the world sees a stadium, they will see the stage of an absence that the state has not been able or willing to fill. Irony? No. It's a velvet glove slap in the face. And the sentee. The classics. If there isn't a teacher's blockade, is it really a normal day in Mexico City? They're mobilizing over the ley de liste and pay conditions. And of course, add the PMEX and CFE retirees who are coming from Hospital Central Sur. Imagine the scene, the retirees from the state-owned company reminding the fourth transformation that their promises don't pay the rent or buy medicine. But wait, it gets better. We have the antac truckers blocking the ring. Yes, the same ones who get their trucks stolen every 10 minutes on this country's so-called secure highways, showing up at the World Cup party to say, hey, so when are we getting security? At the farmers' organizations in Tlalpan and División del Norte, plus the healthcare workers demanding supplies. It's basically a summary of the 6-year term. Everyone, absolutely everyone, is angry, and they've all decided that if the world is going to watch, they're going to see the myth of the Mexican miracle fall apart. Could it be that this is exactly what Presidenta Claudia Sheinbaum and the bunch of jerks in her party don't want to see? The government strategy is the same as always. Look at the ball. Don't look at the march. They've suspended classes. They filled everything with police. They've set up checkpoints as if we were in a war zone. And do you know why? Because they're afraid. Not afraid of the protesters, no. They're afraid that the European or American tourist, the one who comes with their dollars or euros and their everything is so picturesque attitude, will find out that in Mexico justice is a luxury item. Sur, Avenida del Imán, Santa Úrsula, those are the points that are going to collapse. If you're planning to go to the stadium or just go out on the street, either way, get ready for an odyssey you won't even see in the best FIFA strategy games. Security operations will be at full capacity to ensure the wild side of Mexico doesn't tarnish the inauguration's clean image. While Claudia hides from her own shadow in the Zócalo, the average citizen keeps waiting for someone, even if by mistake, to remember to govern. We are living in a reality where fiction fell short. It's a theater of the absurd, where the actors forgot the script and are improvising as they go, while the audience, us, pays for the ticket with our taxes. It's laughable. Really, if it weren't for the fact that the price of admission is our peace of mind and our... So now you know, this June 11th, we won't just be watching a soccer match, we'll be witnessing a head-on collision. Reality versus illusion. On one side, an elite celebrating their ability to organize a multi-million-dollar event. On the other side, a Mexico that's bleeding out, that got tired of waiting for answers, and realized that if you want to be heard, you have to go where the cameras are. Enjoy the game if you can. And if you end up stuck in traffic, on the Periférico, on Insurgentes, or for that matter, on any main road in this city, at least have the courtesy to roll down your window and listen to the demands of those who, unlike those on the field, are actually playing the toughest game of all, surviving in Mexico. To Chachis Claudia and Clara the Axolotl, I just have to say, worry about reality. Reality is a social construct that doesn't fit into the morning press conferences. Here, the only thing that matters is the narrative. And if the narrative says that all citizens are happy, then we'd better all have a huge smile. Right, ladies? See you in the next episode, where we'll keep uncovering the mess while the rest of the country keeps looking for the ball. I'm leaving now because I don't want to be accused of being part of the conspiracy just for posting this video. Wouldn't want it to turn out that now even the internet is to blame for the country not being the paradise we were promised. Keep waking up. Don't let them lull you to sleep with stories and magical transformations. Don't believe anything. Be suspicious of everything. And above all, keep questioning, because if we stop asking questions, that's when they grow stronger. And believe me, we never want that to happen. Remember that we are at war, Mexico, against Morena. Let's do everything in our power to weaken them. See you on Friday of the country in the comment boxes. Thank you. Thanks to you, this channel is still active. You can find the information in the comment boxes.
Recuerda que puedes hacer tus donativos vía PayPal. Encuentra la información respectiva en la caja de comentarios. Gracias a ti, este canal sigue activo. Muy importante suscribirte, dar like y presionar la campana para recibir notificaciones cada que hay nuevo contenido. Thank you.